John Sloan speaking to Cagewarriors featherweight champion Dean Trueman, who will face Burnell at Cagewarriors 106 in what's been deemed their night of champions. Dean Trueman, you're here at the Beulah Arena in Cardiff. This has got to bring back great memories from December.
Yeah, 100%. It's nice to be back here, to be fair, and watch the fights instead of fighting.
I mean, you just did your first ever meet and greet. How was that?
It's alright, you know, not too bad. I don't like to smile too much, so I'm all out of smiles. But yeah, it was nice. It's nice seeing the young kids and that, and greeting people that are fans as such.
Last time we spoke, you were scheduled to fight Soren back. Now, you had to pull out of that bout with a bicep injury, I believe. You know,
yeah.
Was that quite a minor injury? I mean, how did that come about? And do you still feel it was the right decision to not take that fight?
100% the right decision. It was a punch. I threw a punch and I felt like a pop. And then I went and got checked. My doctor, he said it was a torn bicep tendon, and then obviously I pulled out when he told me that. And then I went to see a specialist, and because it had got better, it was like 2 weeks till I seen the specialist. It got better, and she was like, "Oh, it's not the tendon, it's bicep fibres." Gave me some rehab to do, and yeah, it's on the mend now. I'm sparring and wrestling as normal. So.
Well, despite the fact that you weren't fighting, you still attended Cagewarriors 103 in Copenhagen. I mean, how was that for an experience? I mean, why did you still want to go there? Did you just want to see your competition up close, you know, or what you thought was your competition at that time?
Yeah, well, to be honest, like a lot of people did book flights and that, and I thought, you know what, we're just going to make a weekend of it. Go and watch the fights. Hey, look at Soren. He wasn't very impressive. Yeah, just make a weekend of it and have fun, you know.
When did you first hear that Soren Bak was abandoning the cut to 45 and relinquishing his interim title? I mean, did you suspect that was ever going to happen? Because you know, he looked quite healthy at 45.
Yeah, I saw him, and I said to Dan that night that he fought, I said, I can't see him coming back down.
Yeah.
Because he looked like shit in the fight. Apparently he wasn't too clever after. But like I said in interviews before the fight, I said that £10, that extra £10 is not going to be easy to cut. He was adamant he could cut it weight, and it's shown that I was right. But yeah, after seeing him fight, I knew he wouldn't come back down.
You've got some fantastic names on your records, you know, most recent Corin Eaton, Lewis Monarch, Aidan Lee. The one thing your win column lacks though is someone, you know, that's been to the UFC and proven themselves there. You now have a chance to change that with the victory over Burnell. Do you feel like you in a way have more to gain than you would have having beat Soren Bak?
100%. I think after Soren's last performance, I mean, at lightweight he was a beast, you know, don't get me wrong, he was a beast at lightweight. After his performance at featherweight, I think beating him after that don't look so good. You know, if I'd have gone in and beat him in the first round, second round, it looks shit top. Unless you see that last performance at featherweight and then you think that's not too clever. But Mads, like you say, he's proven in the UFC. He's legit. He's tapping folk out and proving that he deserves in the UFC. So a guy like that's motivation for me, you know.
Does it feel like this has all kind of worked out perfectly for you, Dean? Because, you know, I remember when we spoke at Christmas, you said, ideally I'd like to fight in about 6 months, give my body time to recover, and I'd also like to defend the belt at home in England. You kind of got everything you wished for.
Yeah, to be fair, I have. It was, like I say, Cagewarriors offered me the fight. It's a good fight, you know, against Soren. Wasn't ideal being so close, but then it's like, I've won the belt, I want to stay active, hopefully. The way I looked at it is beat Soren in March and then hopefully get signed to the UFC London card, but obviously that didn't plan out. So now, yeah, I've had a rest and my body's, you know, healed the little injuries I had from the tournament. So yeah, ideal, it's perfectly timed really, like you said.
Like we've established, the win over Burnell does amazing things for you in your career. Do you think after this win, you know, it'll be the time that you'll look externally to bigger promotions to kind of for offers?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, Burnell is a big name, is a big test, and I think with a win like that, I think the big shows have definitely got to come. If not, I'll keep defending my belt with Cagewarriors and see what comes.
Dean, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for talking to me. Thank you.
Cheers.